Hello, Peralta community. As the interim chancellor of the Peralta Community College District, it is my absolute honor to congratulate the class of 2021 on your graduation achievement. You have done something that is truly amazing. On top of the normal obstacles associated with attending college, we have had the monumental challenge of dealing with a global pandemic. Campuses were closed, classes were conducted remotely, services were provided online, all to reinforce social distancing and protect you, the faculty, our employees, and the community against the spread of COVID-19. It has not been easy, but still, through it all, you persevered. You have shown unbelievable resilience and persistence just to get here. And while graduation is an important milestone, I'm really excited about your future. I know you are going to succeed. I have no doubts whatsoever. Why? Because you will persist, you will adapt, and you will thrive. The tools you gain through this experience means you can accomplish anything you set out to do. Anything. You've proven you can overcome anything. You already have. Much success and goodwill on your journey. And don't forget those who help you to get there. Those teachers or counselors or staff, the friends and colleagues who encourage you, and most of all, your family, your mom, dad, your sisters, brothers, grandparents in some cases, and in some, your children. What a role model you are for them. We are all a part of your success, and we expect great things from you. We are proud to have contributed in helping you reach this milestone. Again, all the best, and congratulations on a job well done.
Greetings, graduates. I'm Rudy Besikoff, president of Laney College, and I'm so pleased to be among the first to say congratulations to the class of 2021. The late Eleanor Roosevelt once said that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. You are here today as graduates because you believe in the beauty of your dreams, and for that you are to be congratulated. You have done the homework, written the papers, taken the exams, submitted reports, completed projects, or participated in great things such as work experience to get you to this point today. You walk away from us today with degrees and certificates, but with so much more, because you have achieved milestones that represent a developing of the self. The late Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Intelligence plus character, that is the true goal of education." And today is a day in which we celebrate you reaching your goal. The class of 2021, however, is extraordinary because you have succeeded among the most challenging of conditions. The late journalist Nora Ephron once said, "Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead." However, this past year has been anything but a dress rehearsal. We've all been on stage and we've all been under the whitest of lights. For many graduates, there are the challenges of everyday life, work, and family. But this past year, they've been compounded by a pandemic that has led all of us to push to our limits to succeed. Also, within our country and our society, we're trying to make sense of the hardest of times. And we are living in a time when social justice is among the greatest of our needs. During these times of difficulty, as graduates, I urge you to reach out. Either reach out to help or reach out for help with those that you know, because we are all extensions of each other, and we must all continue to flourish, even in the most difficult of times. At Laney College, in fact, our vision is for you to dream, flourish, and succeed. And I sincerely hope that you carry that vision with you as you go forward. Indeed, this has been an extraordinary year of perseverance and achievement. And it makes me think of the late John Hale Vincent, who actually said my favorite quote, which was, Without the storm, there could be no rainbow. Indeed, in 2021, your rainbow is the brightest in the history of Laney College. In addition to your accomplishment, this has been a time of extraordinary achievement among those who work at Laney College. When the pandemic led to our campus closure on March 14th of last year, this led to a time of extraordinary effort among those who work at Laney. Classes were converted to be held online. And for those that could not be held online, a great deal of work was done to modify classes held on our campus so that they could be held in a learning environment that was safe for you. Also, you participated in making sure that you followed conditions to keep your classes safe. And on behalf of Laney College, I would like to thank each and every one of you for doing so. In addition to that, it wasn't just about the classes, it was about the services that we provide to our students, be it counseling, advising, support in classes, or whatever it might be. In particular, I would like to recognize the faculty, staff, and administrators who worked to set up a system to distribute Chromebooks to you students who needed them. Additionally, during this time, we have distributed 100,000 meals during our food distribution Mondays and Wednesdays. And for that, I would not only like to thank the staff and administrators at Laney for those efforts, but also our great partner, the World Central Kitchen. This has truly been a time of supporting each other. And at Laney College, we have risen to the occasion and hope that your experience as graduates has been a good one. The support, however, does not end with Laney employees. Certainly, along the way, you've perhaps had fellow family, friends, and classmates who have supported you. On this day when you celebrate, please celebrate them as well. Reach out and say thank you. And really, especially in this special community of Oakland, it is a place where we live and where we support each other. And it was perhaps the great Dalai Lama who said the following: "Give the ones you love the wings to fly, the roots to come back, and the reasons to stay." I'm so proud of Laney College and Oakland, and that quote makes me think of our college and our graduates so much. So today is a day to celebrate your success, to reflect on what got you to this moment, and sustain it as you take the next steps on your journey. First, it is about the reflection. It takes us to a place where we think about how we tried. Maybe you went to one of your classes on the first day, and when you got your syllabus or bought your textbooks, you realized that you'd be reading 100 pages a week or doing amounts of work you had never done before. However, through 16 weeks of trying and through several semesters of trying, you pushed yourself and you gave efforts that you never gave before. And for that, you are certainly to be congratulated. As late Thomas Jefferson said, if you want something done that you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. You've done that, graduates, and for that you are to be congratulated. But it's not just about the trying, it's about the struggling and the challenges to reach greatness. Along the way, there are those among us as graduates who sustain perfection. I think about the 1972 Miami Dolphins, who won all 17 of their games and won the Super Bowl, the only team to do that. I think about the 1976 Olympics and gymnast Nadia Comaneci, who scored the first perfect 10 in gymnastics. And closer to our hearts and closer to the Bay Area, I think of the 1970s and the great catfish hunter, as well as 2012 and pitcher Matt Cain. Both of these gentlemen threw perfect games. Those are great accomplishments, but we have graduates among us that had a 4.0 grade point average, which means that over a period of a year or 2 years, they sustained the same kind of perfection. And if you are someone who has that 4.0 today, allow me to be among those who extend congratulations to you. But among all of us, whether we have a 4.0 or not, it has been about learning. It has been about the challenges. It's been about not succeeding at times, but welcoming those, we call them failures, but I don't like to call them that, as opportunities. As Denzel Washington once said, every failed experiment is one step closer to success. And by being here today, as a graduate of the class of 2021, you have succeeded in that experiment that has gotten you to success, and you are to be congratulated. And finally, it is about the success itself. Nobody gave you what you are earning today. You earned it. You did it on your own merit, and your own hard work. And this, among all of the graduating classes in the history of Laney College, when I think about the challenges of 2021, I have to think that this class, more than any other, recognizes that a wishbone is not a backbone. And all of you have earned the achievements by understanding that it is your backbone, not your wishbone, that gets you to success, as my grandfather once told me. So now, if you think about that and you think about things like fate and destiny, those are things that you have done on your own terms. And I hope that you'll reflect on that for a moment as I read something to you about destiny from the great William Shakespeare. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. Congratulations to you for holding your destiny. So as I close my address today to you, the graduates of the class of 2021, I would like to charge you with two things. First, on this day when you are celebrating reaching a destination of sorts, I'm asking you instead to enjoy the journey and always reflect on it. At 53 years of age, I've had a fortunate life. I've had the opportunity to study in a university system in another country and work in one other. And during those times, I had struggles of my own to acclimate and to understand a different life, just as you have in your journey as Laney students. As I look back though, it's not so much the getting there that I remember, but the struggling to arrive that sticks out in my mind. It's not the destination, but it's the journey. And within that, I share something with all of you. Trying to understand studying in another culture, trying to understand working in another culture. The common bond I share with you today as graduates is that of the experience of learning. And in the words of the great blues artist B.B. King, the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. So my first charge to you today is that you really appreciate and always enjoy your journey and all of the hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears that have gotten you there. The second thing that I'd like to say to you and charge you with today is that you always remember Laney College and that you pay your experiences forward. What do I mean by that? Well, first, please help our students of tomorrow. Please stay connected. If you have classmates that have not yet graduated or those who are just coming in that you know, please be a mentor to them. Be a source of support. Share your cell phone, text it to them today, and let them know that as you move on, you're still here for them. That support is incredible. And believe me, you will have people that look up to you for life if you invest in this. And then the second thing I'm going to ask you today is that you give of your resources, whether it is the time as an alumnus for this college, or perhaps in your gifts to the college, perhaps a donation to the Peralta College's foundation. These are things that will not only help and feel good today, but will resonate into tomorrow. In closing, I will only say that your journey has just begun. We are all artists that are making our own masterpieces of our lives. And I cannot help but think of the artist Vincent van Gogh, who once said, "If you hear a voice within you that says you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced." Spend your next steps silencing the voices of doubt with the music of hard work and achievement. Or, as the late poet Maya Angelou once said, live with life, be courageous, adventurous. Give us a tomorrow more than we deserve. Congratulations, Laney Eagles, the class of 2021.
Greetings, Laney graduates, class of 2021. My name is Vicki Ferguson. I serve as your Vice President of Student Services. Congratulations. You have persevered this year, not only in the classroom, but who would have thought a pandemic? You did it. You made it. And I am so proud of each and every one of you. So take this time to celebrate yourselves with your family and friends. But remember, Laney College is always here for you. And as you move forward into your academics or career, don't forget about us. Reach back within your community and pull the next level of graduates along the way. Go Laney Eagles!
Welcome, class of 2021. My name is Dr. Cindy Reese, and I am the president of the Peralta Board of Trustees. On behalf of the board, I am so honored, so privileged to welcome and congratulate the class of 2021. Graduates, this past year has been like no other time in our lives. This pandemic has forced us to redefine what a new way of life looks like. It's compelled us to think about how we interact with others, how we work, how we go to school, how we play sports in a COVID-19 environment. The pandemic has also laid bare the egregious inequities in our society. In this past year, we've witnessed the senseless deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and so many more lives that have tragically come to an end way too soon. We are also witnessing the extreme and raging anti-Asian violence and xenophobia through the killings in Atlanta and through the acts of violence to our Asian American and Pacific Islander communities here in Oakland, San Francisco, New York City, and across the country. But we are also now feeling the tectonic plates of structural and systemic change shifting beneath us as our country engages in a long overdue moment of reflection, action, struggle, and reckoning. Amidst all of this, graduates, you endured. Your resilience, your perseverance, your refusal to not fail, your decision to move forward is greatly significant, not to be underestimated at this historical moment in particular. Some of you may have been the first to graduate from college in your family. Some of you worked several jobs and had a full load of classes, but did so in order to survive. Some in this past year lost your jobs and lived in your car. Some of you lost very dear loved ones who were the very anchors and supports throughout your life. In summary, you have all been through so much, yet you are here. You made it to the zenith of this academic journey. And that, my dear graduates, is a monumental feat. This last year has taught us that the world will not be kind and that life will always be uncertain. But it's also taught us that it is how you respond to your circumstances that will shape your life story, that will shape your narrative. As you move on in the journey of life, class of 2021, remind yourself when things get tough, and they will get tough, of who you want to be in this world. And use the resilience, determination, perseverance, and hope that got you here today to the zenith of this academic journey of yours, to shape your life story and get you to the many other destinations you imagine for yourself. Graduates, as I end my words to you, I ask for one thing. I want you to take a moment to think about the largest, grandest, most monumental dream you had when you were a child, and go there for one moment. While you're there, feel the inspiration, feel the happiness, feel the hope, feel the energy, feel the love, and feel how unbounded that dream was. And now, today, at this moment, remember that dreaming child. Because then you imagined you could do anything. Because then your dream was limitless. My challenge to you, graduates, as you position yourself forward in the journey of life, is to channel the wisdom of that little you who dared to dream so big, who dared to dream so largely. Class of 2021, remember that you are the author of your dreams. Your dreams are the maps to the life you want to live. But remind yourself always to not let anyone or anything stand in your way. Today, graduates, you've achieved a dream. And I am so humbled, so inspired by you. Congratulations, class of 2021. Dream big, now more than ever. And if you do that, I know you will leave this world a far better place than you found it.
Happy graduation day to all the 2021 graduating class at Laney College, and on behalf of the Faculty Senate and the entire faculty at Laney, I salute and congratulate you. Completing an educational program under the pandemic conditions we've worked and studied under for the past year plus is especially worthy of respect. And what a great experiential lesson you've given yourselves to take forward. Your proven powers of flexibility, patience, discipline, and commitment. Laney's Faculty Senate has worked very hard this past year with college and district leaders to provide the best possible instruction and support. An enormous amount of work has taken place in all student services areas, all instructional disciplines, all participatory governance committees, and all administrative levels. Planning has been difficult, but I'm very proud of how our college's educators have persisted and made the best of the situation by meeting consistently, asking necessary questions, demanding quality performance from each other, as should always be the case. We all are here to serve students. Sometimes we have to remind each other of that, and it takes courage to say what needs to be said and humility to embrace the criticism and move forward. As you move forward in your educational, vocational, and professional careers, I urge you to cling tightly to your knowledge, your skills, your critical thinking, and your judgment. Keep these tools sharp by using them. As we've seen illustrated in sometimes ugly ways this past year, people in positions of authority cannot always be trusted to lead institutions and serve the public interest in ethical, effective ways. You will always have a seat at the table if you're willing to accept invitations and every now and then invite yourself, and maybe sometimes crash the party. When you do, come as you are, intelligent, resilient, creative, kind. Bring your proposed solutions and your willingness to keep listening and learning. If you stand on the firm ground of human rights, the temporary discomfort of people you challenge should not stand in your way for long. If you can call them in to join with you, you'll achieve the best kind of success. But if you sometimes have to call someone out for doing wrong or not doing well enough with the power they've been permitted, you'll help the push for human progress and help set the standard for leadership and service. Again, on behalf of all educators at Laney College, I offer the Faculty Senate's praise, admiration, and all best wishes that you will keep driving forward, dreaming, flourishing, succeeding, in every personal and community sense that you choose.
Hello, my name is Hope Lane, and I am the Laney Classified Senate President. And on behalf of the Laney Classified Senate, we'd like to wish you congratulations. And even though there may not be pomp because of our circumstances, the class of 2021 has persevered through unprecedented times. And as you move on from Laney and continue on whatever road you may travel, just know that you beat the odds and are equipped for your journey. Once again, congratulations, graduating class of 2021 from the Laney Classified Senate.
Welcome, folks. If you are watching this, that means that you have made it. It means that we have made it, because rest assured, I am right here with you, trying to push through and finish strong. So that means if we are watching this together, that we did it together. On the count of 3, I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath. But as you take this deep breath, I want you to say to yourself, I love you. You can say it out loud if you feel comfortable in your head, or maybe quietly to yourself. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. This is a historical moment, and it feels like an honor and a privilege to represent such a historic and resilient class. Our theme today is Together We Stand and United We Rise. It is a testament to the strength that you all displayed throughout this past year. And in this time of chaos that this transformative moment has produced, I stand here and speak to you all with a profound sense of hope, a hope that has been instilled in me by all of you. Please let Laney College forever ground you, and remember that your time here was time spent at an institution that has dedicated itself to integrate social justice as an integral part of its mission. And we are part of its historical legacy of choosing to stand in solidarity with its Black students at a time when across the land, Americans were rising and taking to the streets to demand that we believe and act like Black Lives Matter. Laney College has chosen to invest in our new world and the alternative systems that are away from the systems that we know only reproduce harm. Laney College upholds a culture that believes in accountability and believes that accountability can take place and students can heal and transform without bringing harm to anyone else. And I'm so proud to be a part of it with you. Today, I hold in my heart and my mind the people who were lost during this pandemic and racial pandemic. Today, I honor you and I fight with you always. So class, I ask you, as you are prepared to transition into this new chapter, remember the lessons that you learned outside of our classrooms, or should I say outside of Zoom University this year. Remember our power when we stand together. Remember the way that we looked out for each other and took in consideration our health, each other's health and well-being. Dr. Martin Luther King said that our society needs a revolution of values, and we must shift from a thing-oriented society to a person-oriented society. So to me, this means that we just keep looking out for each other, and we keep putting the well-being of each other in front of our own well-being. This is how we rebuild. So we have an obligation to our people to use our new knowledge and our new skills and contribute to the rebuilding of our society and the recreating of a world where we can live in a peace and abundance together. So I want to give a thank you to Director Auberry, to Director Atia Rashada, and Evelyn Moreno for all of your hard work and support of the ASLC. Thank you to my senators, Amin Robinson, Armani Trailer, Helzer Zavala, Jessica Garcia, Veronica Ten, and Shubing Zhou. Thank you to my Vice President, Emilyn Hernandez, to Secretaries Ming-Shi Song and Haley Jang, and thank you to Treasurer Ma, and our student trustee and club officers, Iru Ni. It has been my honor to lead beside you all, and I hope you remember our time together and look back at your legacy with pride. to the Black students, to the mothers, to queer students, undocumented students, the poor, to the Latinx students, the Asian Pacific Islander, the mourning. I am even more humbled and honored to be here with you in this moment because I know that you have been fighting all your life. So long live the roses that grew from the concrete. And remember our collective power together. We made it, we did it together, and I dedicate this speech to all of you. All power to the people, and thank you so much, Laney College.
Hello, class of 2021, and everyone who has supported us until this day. My name is Brenda Aguilar, and I am truly honored to be this year's valedictorian. As a first-generation college student, which I am sure a lot of you can relate, I always strive to be my best self inside and outside of school. This acknowledgement was one step further into making my parents proud and proving to myself that my hard work was worth it. I would like to start off with a famous quote by Thomas Edison that says, "I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." I know a lot of us can relate to this quote, signifying the true meaning of perseverance. Some of us might have came to Laney as a simple choice. Others might have landed here after being rejected from other places, after dealing with life's many difficulties, after overcoming an extreme amount of obstacles, after doubting our capacities over and over and over again. Whatever the reason was, however many times we might have fallen, we picked ourselves up. We found a way that did work, and now we are here, proudly graduating. I'm not sure how many of you can relate to this, although I imagine a few of you will, but coming to community college brought a huge challenge that nobody prepared me for. The challenge of stigma. Stigma received from other people, but also the stigma that I began to internalize. From the day I made the decision to attend Laney College, I received a lot of criticism because I wasn't attending a UC or CSU. I began internalizing this and put myself down. However, what so many don't understand is that those who come to community college struggle too. We struggle and we overcome the struggle until the day comes that we graduate, to happily say we made it. And most importantly, coming to community college like Laney gave me one of the best experiences I could have asked for, one that I wouldn't have received at any other university. My biggest highlight from my years at Laney was meeting people. I didn't just meet students, I met people. My classmates were mothers, fathers, grandparents, people from all different backgrounds, with so many different experiences, some coming to school straight from work, and others rushing out of class to get to many different jobs. People with different abilities and different disabilities. Members of my community whose stories and backgrounds helped shape me as a person. This, meeting people, opened my mind so much. It was an eye-opening experience I could have not gotten anywhere else. And for this, I say thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because everyone I met along the way inspired me and motivated me one way or another without even realizing it. These people showed me what the true meaning of persevering was, striving for a better education regardless of life circumstances. At the moment of my life when I was unsure of everything and anything I was doing, everyone who crossed my path at Laney reassured me I would find my path eventually, that it was okay, that everything would be okay, that life would leave me in the path that I needed. I am extremely proud of the entire class of 2021. While the world was mourning in the spike of a deadly pandemic, we still had to push through and continue our education. Everything was changing around us, but we couldn't stop working through to reach this day, our graduation day. Many of us have been severely affected by COVID. We might have even lost some loved ones. But us being here today, regardless of the past year that we've had, is a physical life representation of the perseverance each of us holds. Never underestimate your worth or your ability to achieve amazing things. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Blessed be Oakland, California. Blessed be the corner of 9th and Fallon. Blessed be the Laney scholar warrior lining town streets. Blessed be the boy told once that he couldn't read, but when he cut open his heart, he bled poetry. Blessed be the poet. Blessed be the poet. Blessed be the poet whose poem is the answer. Blessed be the story not bound by form or structure. Blessed is the child, first in their tribe. Blessed is the same child who never learned to lie. Blessed is the child who has never had a taste for watered down truth. And blessed be the one who will teach her. Blessed be the one who will teach her. Blessed be the teacher who understands that as people of survival and struggle, we survive by writing and rewriting our stories. As myth, as legend, as prophecy. South African writer Angie Kroger described meeting a nomadic desert poet in Senegal once. He shared with her the role of the poet in his culture. The job of the poet, he explained, is to remember where the water holes are. And she said, the water holes? And he said, yes, the water holes. Because survival of an entire group, village, tribe, depends on just a few water holes scattered across the desert. And when the people forget, it's the poet that leads them to it. Laney College, class of 2021, I don't care if you have never written a poem in your life. Today, to me, you are the poet. And the water is your story. And your story is your strength because it is the one thing that nobody else has. Your story is where you learn to say, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I will. And you don't think so? Watch me. That's your story. When everyone said, nah, they could never, you did it. That's your story. Rumi, the great Sufi mystic and poet, once wrote, the wound is the place where the light enters you. I'll say that again, because it's beautiful. The wound is the place where the light enters you. And let's be real, this year has been a year of wounds. You're probably sitting there thinking, how the heck did I get through this past year? How the heck did I make it here? Because it was a year, wasn't it? You're probably sitting there thinking, how am I about to graduate from one of the most cherished academic institutions in the country after the most difficult year in recent memory? How did I manage to keep my eye on the mountain of hope while the whole world was drowning in an ocean of grief? And where am I supposed to go from here? I know these are questions that you're asking because these are the same questions I asked. And more importantly, these are the same questions the whole world is asking. It's the same one Dr. King asked in 1967 during the Vietnam War. Where do we go from here? And I would bet that in the privacy of his own mind, he probably also asked himself, do I have what it takes to make it? Do you have what it takes to make it? Yes, you do. I have no doubt. How do I get there? Where will my life go? What will I do? I'll keep it simple. You're going to go where your soul leaps. You're going to go to every place that love calls. You will go to the place where you can make change and where justice is just a place where you show up with your whole self, every single part of you. You don't have to put any part at the door. That's where you'll go. That's what Laney has prepared you to be in the world and for those whose lives you're going to change. I'm a mother. I'm a writer. I am a cultural affairs commissioner for the city of Oakland, and I run a company called Whole Story. Over the years, I've traveled the country working with global leaders, celebrities, basically helping them tell the story of their company, their brand, and the communities they serve. I have, I think, the best job in the world. I get paid to listen to stories. But let me be all the way real. This is not a job that I got picking the right major. This is not like a position I found at a fancy job fair. The career and the life that I'm living today was literally born out of one of the darkest moments of my life. When I could not see the sun of tomorrow, I really felt like my whole life was over. Like the world was ending, kind of like this last year. But then I remembered a girl named Lucille, a poet, a descendant of African slaves born inside one of the 13 colonies that would grow into a woman who would pen a very simple 5-line poem about her life that would change the course of mine. She wrote, "They asked me to remember, but they want me to remember their memories. And I keep on remembering mine." And another young woman by the name of Ariana, a descendant of indigenous Aztecs who would speak the strength of curanderismo and her ancestors' oral tradition. Divided country girl, she would tell me. It's okay not to know the names of your ancestors, to have lost the specifics. The Western world would have us believe that only what is written is true, but we never really lose our ancestors. Do you feel them in the room with you now? Your ancestors are in the room applauding you now. I realize that this may not be your average graduation commencement speech. But let's be real. This has not been an average year. We are living through extraordinary times. So, rather than leaving you words of advice, I want to, if that's all right, I want to leave you a blessing. I am so honored to be able to even say to you how proud I am of you for making it here. There are so many stories and challenges and hurdles and even moments of joy that many of us don't know, that you endured, that you lived through to get here. So, congratulations, class of 2021. This is a blessing for you and for every one of us behind the screen listening to these words. Blessed be the one who chooses sound over silence, love over lectures, mercy over misery. Blessed be the scholar who found God's face on her wrist. Blessed be the one who learned to say what happened to me was not my fault. And blessed be the fighter told that he's too simple, too hood, too nice, too quiet, too loud, too brown, too broken to be heard. And blessed be the one who will teach her. Blessed be you, the scholar, poet, leader, teacher, who knows that together we stand is exactly how we rise. So rise. Class of 2021, rise. Congratulations, you made it, and you deserve every single flower.
Samuel Abhaya, Betros Berhani Abraha, Johannes Abraha, Osama Abwalsher, Michelle Z. Acevedo Loaiza,
Lorita Adams,
Rediate Ashanasi Admasu, Victor Agapito Reyes, Leticia Fortune Egon, Brenda Aguilar Segura,
Gladys Maritza Aguilar Vital,
Amy Aguirre, Reem Abdul Aladi, Esmahin Aldabashi, Anthony Alejandres, Alexis Alex. Kenya J. Alfaro. Karama Al-Ghazali. Ali Nagi Al-Khali. Alhamza Al-Kaifi. Janelle Allen. Myra Allen. Summer Allen. Lisa Almaguer. Kamile Alnus Benson.
Yusuf Javier Al-Shomaimri.
Jacqueline Martinez Alvarez.
Alvarez Cardona.
Fakri Alwaji. Aaron Amgat Kwan. Anand Anderson.
Lionel Anderson.
Samuel Prabhakar Anderson. Xavier Andrews. Tiffany Panam Aquino. Abel Araya.
Friendbrin Argo.
Mario Enrique Aviles.
Akarisav Batar.
Tamim Baram.
Sabrina Patrice Bear.
Irma Bonavicieni. Ryan Barba. Garrick Francis Bartley. B. Beck Bosnet.
Sulis Bassett.
Biamsurin Batulga. Enklen Bayersihan. Gary Irwin Bean. Dagmawit Tesfaye Bakel. Amin Belkafia.
Bert West Belknap. Oshima Lasha Mendice Bell.
Altuan Bell. McDelowit Baraki.
Zachary Daniel Berganciano. Giselle Bermudez Camacho. Samuel K. Best.
Anmol Singh Buller. Karma Bhutia. Paul Biondi. Ganga Biswa. Ryan Tengchi Baliatu. Lalita Bach. Laprea Monet Boudreau. Lapril Hassan Kamal Boyd. Greg Adio Brooks. Tiffany Brooks. Tyre Brooks.
Antoine Mark Brown.
Jamisha Brown. Kamani Brown.
Lauren Zalia Latrice Brown.
Jessica R. Bryson. I. Wayan Jamie Budiana. Adrian Omar Bueno.
Tarum Bao Boy.
Daniel Nayland Butler. Batmunk Biambatserin. Mylene Amogus Kahambing.
Kiyun Kai.
Carmen S. Cajas. Kenneth D. Kamel II. Joseph Thomas Camp. Mila Campbell. Jordan Eduardo Campos. Dana Marie Carlson,
Allison Danielle Coretta,
Marisha A. Carter, Brooke Sloan Cartolano,
Artilo Alberto Castillo, Chelsea Joyce Castleberry,
Julio Cervantes, Niktaha S. Chacon Cardenas, Victoria Leon Chagoya, Cesar Chirez, Maxwell Orion Champlin, Shannon Chenthavong, Nelly Chavez, Jin Zhang Chen, Li Chun Chen,
Kina Chen,
Vivian Chen, Xiao Chen, Yanli Chen, Yinlin Chen, Andrilla Chetri, Kelly Chin, Nicholas Jacob Chisholm, Leah C. Cho, Kunga Chodin, Gang Sok Choi,
Lubsong Choki, Iplam Chow,
Joseph Christensen, Deja Chumley, Taninji Sise,
Jeffrey L. Cobb,
Susana Colmenero Robles, Monica Compton, Yoseli Conti, Alfredo Contreras, Hayden Christian Cook, Catherine Diana Coronel Lozano,
Ariana Ventura Cortez,
Barbara Culverson, Sybil Curiel, Mary Rose Chaika, Shafika Damain,
Maya Camille Daluz,
Anna Donnell, Nak T.H. Dang, Kamal Dariani, Candace Patrice Davis, Naji Dawkins,
Portia de la Torre,
Barnabas DeFeer, Lorenzo Jesus Delgado,
Terrence Jordan Demry,
Ke Xing Dung, Mohammed Darhan, Maria Diaz,
Chelsea Diaz,
Cecilia Diaz de Leon, Katrina Jane Dimaranan, Ni Din, Samuel Diosdado,
Than Tui Fan Do,
Berlin Dominguez Garcia, Michelle Donahue, Lok Tim Dong,
Timmy Lee Dorsey,
Joshua Duangdara, Jennifer Doyle, Albert Duong, Lisa Muller, Marcus Dorian Dyer, Emma Jean Edgerly Johnson, Jonathan Lee Edwards.
Temujin and Tor. Jody Kai Enemoto.
Elias Escobar. Tyler Esplana. Eric Abel Esquivel Gutierrez.
Ming Feng. Yui J. Philip Feng.
Monique Farrar. Kamiko Minette Farrington. Sidonia Fazel. Yaozong Fung.
Luis G. Fernandez. Mulud Ferry. Carrie Fierme.
Christian Richard Fong. Jacob Curtis Fong. Kalia Ariana Foots. Gregory Ford. Michael Forney. Adonis Forrest. Katri Foster. James Fowler. Natasha Friesenhahn. Mandak Gunhoyag. Hao Lin Gao.
Daisy Denise Garcia.
Jessica Garcia.
Raymond Valentino Garcia.
Kellen Garcia Sapon. Josefina Garcia Tafoyas. Diana Gardner. Maxine Alexandra Cabeza Gaspar. Nathanael Fitzumberhan Gebri. Fraweni Gabreselassie. Shamelka Denise Jenneret. Haben Angasam Gabreselase. Saeed Gemdane.
Namrata Gamire.
Ade Gibbs. Kimberly Raquel Glenn. Ribka Fonte Glenn. Evelyn Godinez. Zolzaya Gambojov.
Emily Del Carmen Gomez. Esmeralda Gonzalez.
Teresa Gonzalez. Kyati Goswami. Jamar Grant. Kiera Grable. Amber N. Griffin Royal. Chui Ki Guan. Persida Guerra Rivera.
Cristina Santiago Guido.
Miriam Gindo. Bulgantamir Gunchin Sharav. Karina G. Gutierrez. Triva Haddon. Tesfaye Haile. Norchine Haluani. Shatikwa L. Hampton.
Ha Young Han.
Joanna Michelle Hardesty. Lawrence Deutsche Hargraves.
Kristen Hargrove.
Emily Harper. Pamela Harrington. Armani Harris. Brianna Destiny Harris. Arlena Rennie Harrison. Hauman He. Etim Sean Hedman, Jalen Hercules, Elizabeth N. Hernandez, Emmeline Hernandez, Enrique Hernandez, Leilani Hernandez, Lam Ho,
Tao Nguyen Ho,
Ethelene Helena Hogan,
Abdul C. Holland,
Travis Samaj Holly, Bilal Ahmed Hamran, Walleen Howard, Cao Chu Chie,
Si Jun Shin,
Shulin Hu, Fan Hua, Trang Hua, Boquan Huang, Guichu Huang, Hong Ying Huang, Wei Hao Huang, Wei Jia Huang, German A. Hubbard,
Eva Maria Hunt,
Eric Vaughn Hunter, Kang Bill Huen, Kang Hun, Melissa Anai Ibarra Lozano, Bouncy Igueka,
Hannah Grace Ingebretson,
Mark Anthony Engelman, Andrea Moniqua Jackson, Danine Precious Jackson Jackson, Letitia N. Jackson, Latanya Jackson, Latanya Jackson, Portia Edith Jackson,
Rachel Ann Jacobs, Leah Jamila Jadun,
Carson Riley Jarrett,
Alto Ivan Hasso Ramirez,
Karen Jeffries,
Young Ming Jian,
Daniel Jimenez Mejia,
Jeremy Jones,
Lily Jones,
Jessica Jean Jordan,
Angelica Joshua, Alejandra Juarez,
Pantita Kawachian,
Rita Ka Sai, Sonia Andrew Campman, Mackenzie Khan,
Adham Kadadad Karam Ali, Amara Clarity Kasam,
Kalolaine Florentina Kafusi, Shino Kawazu,
Eden Michael Kaleta, Mary Elizabeth Kellier,
Raheem Kelly, Asher Kennedy, Latasha Antoinette Kent,
Carla Marie Carolis, Malina Khan,
Anisha Khatri, Nasera Kidas,
Ka Un Kim,
Peter Kim, Fiona Dragon Lee King, Montserrat King, Javon Knight,
Anton Konevsky, Laura Christine Cruzy, Chin Tung Kwong,
Evangeline Lacour, Xiao Hui Lai, Somali Lam, Moses Lambo, Jigme Lamo, Leslie Landberg, Meilon Lau,
Martin Laura,
Luis Lorien, Matthew Larico, Han Cheong Law,
Bao Ming Kuok Le, Bao Ming Kuok Le, Ken Le, Q Mai Le,
Mi Le, Chun Yin Lee, George Lee,
Hai Hong Le, Kiao Bing Lee,
Sin E Lei, Yu Min Lei, Devonair Shawan Lemons,
Brandon Michael Latize,
Katrina Layden, Chun Yu Lee, Cindy Lee, Ava Lee, Honghua Lee, Miranda Lee, Chi Chi Lee, Yingjie Lee, Yong Kang Lee, Matthew Lee,
Zefu Lee, Yuwei Lee,
Kai Chan Liang, Jia Rong Liang, Qing Liang, Wei Peng Liang,
Yan Ya Leong,
Yan Lin Liang, Yongkun Liang, Xiaohang Liao, Nadia Lycea, Anna Lichterman,
Alexander Tom Lim,
Rulian Lin, Guanxiao Liu, Eddie Liu, Yu Yun Liu, Yu Ping Liu, Zolbo Lakvasurin, Maurice Lloyd, Bobby Lowe,
Levon Lockhart,
Jennifer Janeth Lopez, Paloma Lopez,
Veronica Lopez,
Alejandra Lorenzo,
Daniel Nelson Thomas Lorenzo,
Jaden Love, Sherika Love, Oscar Umberto Ludwig,
Mai Lee,
Jenny Ma, Wing Ma, Ying Lin Ma,
Chia Daniela de la Fuente Madareng, Abel Madrigal,
Sione Mafi,
Cristina Angelica Daluson Magtabe,
Robert Mahano, Mon H. Mack, Mary Jane Maningo Brown, Gabriela Manrique, Adam March, Blanca Esther Marin,
Ricardo Marin Rocha,
Aldo Martinez, Josiah Martinez,
Nicholas Gray Martinez,
Michelle Maston, Mari Matias, Ingali Matingu, Ciara Matthews, Leilani Matthews, Tatiana Jasmine Elizabeth Mayo, Eliphaz G. Matsia, Ulysses McCombs, Jordan McGowan,
Addison Thomas McGrew,
James Michael McLaughlin Cross, Marjorie Ann McNeely, Yorsalem Sagai, Alyssa May, Mahila McConan, Samuel Russell Melton, Andre Mercado, Jalisa Metcalf, Erlene Metters,
Karima Milaudi, Patrick Kevin Mims,
Cheklin Min, Erica Joy Mitchell,
Amir Mohammed,
Luis Montano, Musu Moore, Janet Vaca Mora, Luis Mora Jr., Veronica Morales, Rashid Mohub, Valette Odeline Mouton, Max Moy Borgen, Jayla Nicole Miles, Jessica Nagel,
Angela Najibi,
Tiptanya Nanto,
Mohammed Omid Naqshbandi, Naomi Marie Narvaez,
Manija Nasimi,
Omran Natoif,
Shaniqua Neely,
Shatira Neff,
Jack Neal,
Billy Deshaun Nelson Jr., Raquel Nevis da Rocha Correa,
Otavia Nay, Kian Dewey No, Kim No, Amy Huang Nguyen, An Vu Nguyen, Bao Con Nguyen, Chun T Nguyen, Diane Nguyen, Nguyen Yok Nguyen, Carrie Nguyen, Nok Nguyen,
Tuan Kien Nguyen,
Hoi Nguyen, Nguyen Nguyen, Yoru Ni. Leilani Noel. Leticia Nonan. Laura Lee O'Brien. To Oliver.
Susan Oya Oner. Agadi Azin Anyador. Adetayo Opioela.
Alicia Orahudos. Takumu Osa. Emmanuel Osaranhoe.
Nicole Michelle O'Shea.
Chidera Doris Osuji. Catherine Victoria U. Victor Pacheco. Nathaniel Page. Ong Ye Pine.
Y. Chi Peng. Jake Martin Paredes.
Erica Marie Pastenis. Angela Nicole Patch. Lok Pau. Liam Paul Dining. Morella Peterson. Lawrence Uduko Brahe Pela. Janae Chantel Penn. Sharina M. Perena. Miriam Perez. Chantal Perez Mendoza.
Enrique David Perez Ramos.
Maya Janae Perkins. LaShonda N. Peters.
Michael T. Pham. Nang Din Queen Pham.
Ni Pham.
Thao Do Dong Pham.
Chow Fan. Sandra Phelps. Rita Renee Phillips. Roxanne Pillay.
Milton Pineda.
Sophie Pipia. Iris Ava Peak. Myron Gerard Potier. Ryan A. Prasad. Zudong Cho. Eric Quezada. Anna Quinones. Eduardo Ramirez. Joanna Ramirez. Manuel E. Ramirez. Anna Ramirez Lee.
Emily Naomi Ramirez Peralta.
Biri Diana Ramos. Rosa Ramos. Nadine Badi Rashid Rashid. Lauren Rollins. Alicia Rhea. Akira Reese. Andrew Reinfrank. Elizabeth Rentschler.
Chase Harmon Reyes. Victor Reynolds. Jessica Amali Reza.
Benjamin Ribera.
Maria Alejandra Ribeiro Garcia. Elizabeth Carmen Rice.
Deborah Faye Richardson. Raven Don Richardson Jr.
Terrence L. Ricks Jr.
Ezekiel Rico. Felicia Rios, Jasenia Rios Bernal, Athen Ritter, Eligia Rivera, Gilberto Rizzo, Jalea Robertson,
Alda Rea Robino,
Zari Robinson, Cindy Rodriguez, Jose Rodriguez, Natalie Ronquillo, James Rosas, Marcus Roskathan, T. Rossum, Chenda Sa, Sana Saeed,
Stephen Torn Sefong,
Lai L. Sapon, Adris Joseph Saeed, Monica Salazar, Juan Francisco Salinas,
Ivani Rose Pampilo Salisi,
Benjamin Salvador, Rosa Sanchez, Eric Sandoval, Fatina Sanford, Ashley Santos, Paulina Santos Rodriguez, Sajida Sarwari, Tim Say,
Grant Lee Schrader,
Bria Leana Scott, Brenda Colleen Seghetti, Jacqueline R. Sepulia, Nyla Sepulveda, Sarah Sharaf, Kim Shaw, Farido Shifa,
Sonia Suresta,
Tanisha Silas,
Cecilia Sim,
Kiera Yvonne Simmons, Andre Singleton, Chauvenet Shante Smith, Shakia Smith, Flor Soberanis,
Iolani Sodi Garaben,
Geraldine Soto, Cassandra Soto Lopez, Isai Santos,
Grant Tucker Steves,
Megan Straight, Fan Su, Yun Ching Stephanie Sumter, Madralith Tafala,
Judy Tai,
Christina Tall, Lauren Talmadge,
Herman C. Tum,
Kyung Yin Tan, Rashi Taneja,
Shui Tung,
Claudia Tapia, Michael Anthony Taylor II, Samuel Teclamarium, Martha Tellez, Mekdes Terefe, Danite Zarai Brooke Tesfai, Veronica Then, Griselda Thomas, Tiffany Thomas, Stephen Thompson, Reza Boris Tiberio, Malika Tiguercha, Alexander Tishenko,
Mai Jia To,
Nicole A. Tobor, Christian Latofua Li'i Oiga Toeleu,
Jonathan Ryan Taves,
Stephanie Tong, Anne Tran, Kent Tran,
Lean Tran,
Nam Tran,
Swin Tran,
Brianna Trent, Fong Trong, Raquel Turner,
Carla Jean Tyson,
Alganesh G. Ukbayonas, Isioma Ufoigbune, Siale Uluave, Nathan Ung, Dennis Edenilson Urbina Pineda,
Natanya Yuriela,
Lydia Valencia, Maria Valenzuela Hurtado, Jarrett Valenzuela Green, Emelina Venegas, Marcos Vidovito, Isabel Vega, Abel Villalobos, Julian Villalobos, Cynthia Villarreal, Rachel Vo,
Fat Vun,
Vu V, Jocelyn Wallace,
Samuel B. Wallace,
Christopher Wang, Fang Wang,
Sapphire Zhang Wang,
Brian Wong, Miles Miracle Watkins, Imani Cairo White,
Storm White, Niai Whitaker Zezweta,
Erica Williams, Misgana Iasu Wolda Abaski, Kyle Wolf, Tiffany M. Wong, Evan Matthew Woodard,
Jianhee Wu,
Ye Yi Wu, Mandy Shaw, Juliang Xian,
Lion Xie, Ji Xiong Sai,
Aiming Shu, Chen Chi Shu,
Jiaxin Shu,
Guang Liang Xuan, Connie Yale,
Nelly A. Yang,
Xin Yao, Yanfen Ye,
Elias G. Yete Chalev,
Jimmy Shu Young, Monica Juang Feng, Shabnam Zarisvi, Jidong Zhang, Xingwei Zhang, Zhengheng Zhang, Tengshan Zhao, Xiaoli Zhen, Xiao Ling Zhen,
Zua Zheng,
Chening Zhong,
Bonnie Zhao,
Guangchang Zhu, Langqing Zhu, Langqing Zhu,
Laney, class of 2021. I'm honored to be here today representing Laney College as the Vice President of Instruction. I'd like to introduce our class of 2021 graduates. Please rise. Thank you. Graduates, by the power invested in me by the state of California and the Peralta Board of Trustees, I'd like to confer upon you the degrees of Associates of Science, Associate of Arts, and certificates. Now comes the important part. You get to become graduates. So what I'd like you to do is, under the leadership of your valedictorian, take your tassel, move it from your left side, make that your right side, to your left side. Congratulations, you're now graduates.
I never will forget that day. Little town, Tupelo, Mississippi. It rained both night and day. The people of Tupelo rain, 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 oh night and day.